Hello students, in last class you have learned about the connective tissue, second type of animal tissue, and today you will be learning about the muscular tissue, which is another animal tissue present in all the animals, and it is a main tissue responsible for movement causing in that animal's body because it contains cells which are elongated, and it mainly consists of contractile proteins. Those proteins are mainly responsible for causing movement in the human beings as well as in the animal's body. And these muscular tissues, these are present in three types, and as they are distributed in the body in their particular function to cause movement only, but their shape is different, and the cells structures and presence of nuclei is also different, and depending on the function, some of the muscles, they are voluntary in function, means they are in the control of in the will and wish of the brain. So those muscles which are voluntary in function, those are called as skeletal muscles, and these are also called as skeletal muscles because they are mainly attached to our bones and mainly responsible for causing the movement of hands as well as legs, and these are like this shape. These are having many nuclei, and their cells are cylindrical in shape, hence, and these cylindrical cells, in between them they have a presence of more than 3 to 4 nuclei. So these are also called as multinucleated muscular tissues, and these are present in the in our body, which are attached to the bones, and these have a dark and light patches in between them. So these are also called as striated muscles because these dark and light branches, these cells, they contain contractile proteins which are mainly responsible for causing the movement in our body, and these are also called as striations. These patches, whatever you are seeing, no, these are called as striations. So these skeletal muscles are also called as striated muscles. This is the first type of muscular tissue. Understood? Next, moving on to second type. This is called as smooth muscles. So these are cells are elongated with pointed ends, and these are involuntary in function because these are present in the bronchi of lungs and iris of the eyes, and also in the ureters, and these are mainly they will be performing their own function. Their function will not stop because they are not in the control of the conscious mind. So these are called as involuntary muscles, and these are presence of having presence of only one nuclei. So these are called as uninucleated. And smooth muscles, these are pointed ends, and these cells are found in the iris, bronchi and ureters. These are called as smooth muscles. Clear? This is the second type of muscular tissue. Next, moving on to third type, that is cardiac muscles. These are present in the heart, and these are mainly responsible for a contraction and relaxation movement of the heart, and these are having branched like a multinucleated structures, and these are distributed in the heart muscles, and they are mainly responsible for causing the movement of the heart. As the blood is circulated from the body to the heart and from heart to the all parts of the body, these muscles help in a contraction and relaxation of the heart because of the presence of contractile proteins within them, and these cells are branched. Like this, branches will be present, and they will be containing more than one nuclei. So these are called as multinucleated, and these presence of single cell, it is distributed in the branches. These are single cell, single nucleated, but many cells will be forming like a branch. How the trees will be having like branches, no, how in our body, within our body, in the heart muscles, like this cells will be distributed. Single nuclei will be there, but the cells will be many. These are also called as cardiac muscles, and these are also involuntary in function. These are also not controlled by the brain's activity. They will be performing continuously their work. So these are also called as involuntary muscles. So in our body, there are three types of muscular tissues. One is skeletal muscles. These are voluntary muscles, and these are mainly responsible for causing, all main function is causing movement in our body, and these skeletal muscles are voluntary in function, means they are controlled as and when we need to move. They are controlled by our body's activity, brain's activity. But these two, smooth muscles and cardiac muscles, so they are involuntary in function because they are not in the control of our conscious mind. They will be continuously performing their work within our body. And these cardiac muscles are branched, but smooth muscles are not branched. Their cells are elongated with pointed ends. These are both are involuntary, but their presence is also different. They are found in the heart, and these are found in the iris, bronchi, and ureter. Understood? These are the three types of muscular tissue. Next, fourth type of animal tissue, that is nervous tissue. This is also called as neuron. The cells of this nervous tissue are distributed in the brain, spinal cord, and also nerves present in our body. And these cells of this nervous tissue are called as neurons. And these neurons in our body, they are present, they are about 1 meter long, and they are distributed throughout our body and connected to the all our vital organs, because the cells of these tissue are mainly responsible for causing a response to changes in the environment, and also they are mainly responsible for sending the information from brain to the all parts of our body, and also from all parts of our body to the brain. And that is how our body shows responses to the changes taking place in the environment. And so these nervous tissue, the cells, how they will be, cells of the nervous tissue, they have the ability to show the response in the within our body, and they are mainly responsible for transmitting of nerve impulses. Nerve impulses means whatever the necessary information is carried out from brain. For example, we think, and we are able to see different types of objects in our surroundings. So we are able to show our body's response to the changes taking place in the environment. That is mainly because of the presence of these nervous tissues only. And they are throughout distributed in our body, in eyes and main vital organs. They are distributed. Mainly they are present in the brain, spinal cord, and nerves, and they are connected to the all vital parts of our body. And these cells of the nervous tissue are called as neurons. Now I will tell about the structure of neuron. Okay, the structure of neuron, it is having a longer elongated structure which is called as axon, which is, and at the front part of this axon, the cell of a neuron is consisting of a nucleus and a small thread-like structures called dendrites, by the help of which it is connected to the other vital organs. And with the help and this axon is having a nerve endings. These nerve endings help in attachment of the neuron to the other body organs to show the response in the changes, and it is also helpful for carrying out any information from one part of the body to the another. So its main function is to show changes in the showing changes of our body within the environment. Whatever changes taking place, to respond to that, this neuron will help. And also it is also mainly responsible for transmitting the nerve impulses. And nerve impulses means whatever our body parts they require, whatever the essential components, by the help of blood, these neuron will transmit from one region of our body to the another region, and these are widely distributed. And this structure, it is having a nucleus and a dendrites. This part of the neuron we call as a cell body, and this cell body is connected with a longer structure that we call as axon. And axon, ending of that axon, it is connected with the thread-like structures which are long. Those are called as nerve endings. So these are the main vital parts of the neuron tissue. And this nervous tissue is mainly responsible for showing a response to the stimuli, and also transmitting the nerve impulses within our body. And this is about fourth type of animal tissue. Understood? With this explanation of a muscular tissue and a nervous tissue, we end of this lesson, that is tissues. Understood? And whatever these points are there, you take down in the class points and solve the question answers. Okay.